Hello, I'm Johnny and welcome to the Ginger Geek Show. So today I'm talking about Doctor Who, specifically the spin-offs once again. Now I did a video about talking about the Rose Tyler spin-off, quite enjoyed doing that, so I thought, can I continue on with that? And today I want to talk about the K9 spin-off. It was quite deemed by many fans that it was a failed spin-off, and berates it kind of is, but we'll talk a bit more why it kind of berates wasn't. In this video I want to kind of talk about the kind of almost about a little bit of pre-production, the production, and kind of about the actual special, and then kind of talking about the aftermath. So that's what the video is going to be all about today, is talking about the kind of little bit of history, a little talking about the actual show. I find it quite interesting. There's not really much to chew on, but so I hope you enjoy. Let's begin. So cast your minds back to 1980. Jonathan Turner, the producer of Doctor Who at the time, had a desire to bring back Elizabeth Sladen, to have someone transition between Tom Baker and Peter Davison. Even though Jonathan Turner did try and pitch the idea to Elizabeth Sladen, she did eventually turn the idea down. But this new contract that was going to go out to Liz Sladen did eventually go to Janet Fielding. Also at the time, Jonathan Turner was trying to figure out what to do with K9. Due to its popularity but difficulties on set, and also feeling that K9 overshadowed the cast, he decided at this point a spin-off would be good for the character. So Jonathan Turner had his decision on what to do with K9, have his own show. But he knew quite quickly that he needed a human with that said character. And it was quite clear for him who that was going to be. It was going to be Liz Sladen. He did go to her, and she was into the idea very quickly apparently. Now it should be noted that he was very clear to her that, and I think this is what was the thing that very much pushed the idea for her, was the fact that he said, you're not going to be the sidekick anymore, you're very much going to be the main character. K9 and Company was released on the 28th of December 1981, written by Doctor Who regular Terence Dudley and directed by John Black, as well as being produced by GNT. The episode was called A Girl's Best Friend. The episode focused on a fictional village in 1981. Sarah Jane and K9 investigates the disappearance of Brendan Richards in the wake of increasing reports of witchcraft. Though, as I've said, and many do deem it as well, this was a failed spin-off, though berates, the viewing figures were damn high at 8.4 million. This viewing figure alone attracted more than the average episode Jonathan Turner produced. And the craziest thing about this the most is the fact that it had more viewing figures than the 20th anniversary special. So if anything, this just shows the popularity of K9 as well as Elizabeth Sladen coming back. But what was the main reason why it didn't continue? As it says, the viewing figures were really strong. That was not the problem at all. For the main reason why it didn't continue was the switching of controllers. Bill Cotton, who greenlit the spin-off, actually got replaced by Alan Hart, who actually disliked the idea of this spin-off and did not commission any more after it. And at this point it was deemed K9 and the concept of Sarah Jane and that show was over. But was it really over? As you all know, K9 did eventually get his own show. It was made by the Australians. I've never seen it, so if you have, maybe comment down below and tell me what it is. I've not heard great things about it. But obviously the better thing to come out of this was obviously the Sarah Jane Adventures that we did eventually get, which was a fantastic show. It's my favourite spin-off out of that and Torchwood. I much prefer Sarah Jane Adventures. It's a fantastic show. I would imagine if you're watching this you've seen that, so I don't think I need to tell you to watch it. I love Sarah Jane Adventures, so it's nice that there is a nice bit of history with K9 and Company, that there was a bit of this was the stepping stone for the future, and it clearly showed that people loved these characters, and it showed, Christ, what, 20 years later that, you know, it was still popular and people still loved those characters. So it proved that and showed. And I think if anything, what K9 and Company brings is the fact that it was that and those viewing figures showed that it was loved. It was just certain controllers, Alan Hart, that just did not like the idea, and that's what sadly ended that show. So I'd like to know what you guys think of K9 and Company. Have you actually watched it? It's quite easy to get now. They've released it in DVD. It's probably on YouTube, bits and bobs, who knows. But I find it kind of like, there's little bits to kind of chew on with the history I find quite interesting now, you know. It's funny how we kind of joke about the ideas of spin-offs now, but even back in the 80s they were thinking about that, and I find that interesting. But would you like to see a K9 spin-off come back? I've always thought an animated show would work really well. You know, we all know, I think any Doctor Who fan knows how annoying it is to work with K9. So I've always thought an animated show would really work, you know, make it kid friendly and, you know, bring back John Leeson obviously doing the voice, you know, I think that could be something that could easily work. So yes, I'd like to know what you guys think. Comment down below. What do you think of K9 and Company? Any spin-offs? I want to know spin-offs, like what would you like to see? With Russell coming back, I think it's clear we're going to get spin-offs going again, so I'll be interested to see what happens. So yes, comment down below. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's all the Ginger Geek 92. I think most of them are. I can't remember if Twitter is. You'd think I would maybe know that before I did this video, but here we are. So yes, like, share, comment and all that, and subscribe. That would be very great. So more videos in the future. So until then, see you later.